Hello everyone. In this video I'm going to talk a little bit about date rape drugs. There are so many of them and new ones keep popping up all over the place. Date rape drugs are substances that people sometimes use to assist them in carrying out a sexual assault. These drugs usually have no odor, color, or taste, and perpetrators mix them into victims' drinks. Because you can't taste or smell these drugs, you may not realize that you have been drugged until it is too late. When ingested, date rape drugs rapidly make you become weak and disoriented. You might even pass out. In this state, you are not able to defend yourself from unwanted advances or refuse sex. I will say that this falls under the incapacitated part that I covered in the first video. Just because you are unable to say no does not mean that you give in. You are not to blame for your assault if you are put into a position to where you cannot say no. It is still no. Some types of date rape drugs have an amnesic effect so that you may not even remember being sexually assaulted. There are 3 primary date rape drugs. One is Rohypnol, the second is GHB, and the third is ketamine. People sometimes refer to these drugs as club drugs because they're used at dance clubs, bars, raves, etc. In some cases, perpetrators use the drug known as Ambien, which has a very strong amnesic effect and slows brain activity to allow sleep. Ambien is a prescription sedative that people take to alleviate symptoms of insomnia. Authorities have found traces of the drug in the blood of women and men who have been date raped. Offenders crush the tablets and slip the powder into the drink of the target when they aren't looking or when they go to the restroom, leaving their drinks unattended. Ambien can cause serious side effects for some people, making it very dangerous to take without a doctor's supervision. Perpetrators sometimes purchase these and other prescription drugs over the internet from companies outside the U.S. borders. These drugs often contain illegal or dangerous ingredients. For example, authorities have found haloperidol, Haldol, a powerful antipsychotic drug with dangerous side effects, in Ambien formulations purchased from overseas pharmacies. Some of the date rape drug names. People who abuse these drugs and those who use them to assist them in sexual assault call them by a variety of names. Street Rohypnol names are Circles, Forget Pills, Roofies, Mind Erasers, Mexican Valium, and Trip and Falls. Street names for GHB: Cherry Meth, Liquid X, Liquid Ecstasy, Easy Lay, G-Juice, and Gamma Juice. Street names for ketamine include Special K, Black Hole, Bump, Purple, Psychedelic Heroin, K-Hole, and Green. Drug-assisted sexual assault, also called date rape, is the fault of the perpetrator. No one asks for rape, and no one deserves to be sexually assaulted. But you must take measures to protect against any predatory people when you're out. Do not take drinks from other people. Avoid overindulging in alcohol. Do not leave a public venue such as a club or even a private party with someone you don't know or just met. If your date pressures you to drink too much, call a cab, family member, or a close friend to pick you up and take you home. If you do begin to feel dizzy, confused, or overly sleepy after one drink or two, someone may have spiked your drink with a date rape drug. Call a friend or family member outside of the club or party environment to come and get you and take you to an emergency room. These are very dangerous drugs and may cause death if you ingest too much. Get medical attention as soon as possible. If you are in a bar, it is okay to ask somebody for help. The sad truth is, and it is very sad, that in 2020, women still do not feel safe, and a lot of men do not either. So, if someone said to you, "Can I have an angel shot?" what would you think or do? Most probably get out an app and try to figure out how to make the drink, right? Well, you could. Or just put a girl's life in danger. This is a problem with the system that people are using now in order to seek help in bars, nightclubs, parties, stuff like that. When you reach out to a bartender, there are certain codes that you can use in order to stay safe. They can help you get away from somebody who just bought you that last drink, or even your boyfriend or girlfriend that has now become a psycho in the bar. You can ask for an angel shot. Neat means that you just want an escort out and, get you out of that current situation. An angel shot with ice means for them to call the taxi or the Uber. And an angel shot with lime means to call the police. This is something that we can all learn because a lot of bartenders and stuff just don't know. They're focused on the whole club and not the individual per se. So if you're sitting at a bar and somebody comes up and asks for an angel shot with lime, you can go to the bathroom and call the police because you know exactly what that means. You don't have to know the whole situation. You don't have to know what they were doing 5 minutes previous to asking for that. You just learned that angel shot with lime means to call the police. And angel shot with ice means they need assistance to call a taxi. Or neat, that they just need some help getting out to their car. This is something that we can do as a society to help keep people safe, to prevent predators from attacking people. A lot of people cannot say, "I need help, call the cops." So they come up with this system. And I think this system needs to be implemented more across the nation and possibly even the world. I don't really know what goes on in other countries, but the angel shot is something that we all need to learn because we never know when the time's going to come that we have to call the cops for somebody to keep them safe. Have a good day, everybody.